Hello YouTube. I've had a few requests to talk about the motors that I've put on my tower. This one is out of an old disability buggy and it's 24 volt, and when you run it on 12 volt it's quite good because it don't go stupidly fast. And I just put a aluminium wheel on the end so I can do something if I need it just manually. All I did was took the winding winch off, made this little L plate, bolted the tower to it, did the motor to it. I had to make that little cog, which wasn't too much. The disability buggy, you see, that was on there originally, and then the buggy was driven by chain to the axle, so that works out quite well, and that just fits on there. And there's a flat part on the bolt, so that goes through, so that works. And I just wired it to a forwards and backwards switch. Works brilliant, no problem at all. I used to have that one on the one that lifted the whole tower up, but I decided to change it. That's on the is it luffing one now, the one that tilts over? Anyway, this is a very cheap £4,000 winch for quad bikes and stuff. I bought one for my quad bike that I used to have, the old Suzuki one, and I couldn't believe how strong it was, unbelievably strong. So I thought, I think they're about 67 quid. So I thought, oh, I'll get another one then for the tower. So all I've done is I've took the winding winch off. There's the original plate for it. Just made up this little bracket. I had to put a little bracket there just to strengthen the front, and wired it up, and it's all it's remote. It's all remote control. You can have a cable if the remote plays up. God, that wind's got up a lot. Just got it on a little battery, and here's the remote. Oh blimey, that's blooming windy now. And it's just a case of, if you want to come down, see that coming down, or up. And when I go up, I've still got the locking pins just up here, so that it locks into the locking pins, and it's not the weight's not sat on the winch when it's fully up. So there you go, that's all it is. All I did for the thing, I unwound all the cable that came with it, took that off, and then without taking the tower down or anything, I just the tower was at its lowest point, and I just pulled what was left of the cable off the winch and put it on this one and bolted it on, winched it on. The thing with this one, if anything goes wrong, I just take that sprocket off and put the handle back on. If this one goes wrong, I've got to unwind the cable, take the bracket off, take the motor off, put the winch back on, and put the cable back on. So a little bit more involved if it goes wrong. But being as it's supposed to be for outdoors anyway, don't think we'll have any problems. And there's the cable under there if you want to plug it into a manual switch up and down. So there you go. Simple as that. Nice and cheap, works a treat. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now.